What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Soulful Sundays. Man, I almost didn't make it to y'all today. I don't know what it is about the energy, but I didn't sleep good last night, and I had some things to take care of this morning. But by the time I got back home, man, I passed out. I don't know if it was just from not getting enough sleep last night or what I ate or what, but I took me a good old lady nap. Good old midday. Don't call me, don't text me, because I ain't gonna answer nap. But now I am up and at it, hoping that you all have had a good week, and praying that the week ahead is just as fruitful. And so I am going to bring forth a message this week from the Sacred Travelers deck. That is the deck that I have been drawn to. So we are going to see what message comes out. So you know how we do. Definitely gotta pray. Just curious to see what this top card is that fell out. Let's see if it comes out once I shuffle. That tends to happen sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna pray and see what's happening. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, thank you, thank you, thank you for your presence. Thank you for who you are and what you are. Thank you for all that you represent in our lives. Thank you for showing up on our behalf when we're unable to show up for ourselves, leading and guiding us in the right direction. God, we ask in this moment that you bring forth the best message for our highest good as a collective. God, what message do you have for us? Amen. Let's see. Spirit, what message do you have for us as a collective as we are blessed to move into a new week? I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to some rest and relaxation this week. And if you can afford to, and that's what you're feeling in your mind, heart, and spirit, I say definitely make that a priority. What message do you have for us? Let's move into a new week. Oh. Okay. So we got two cards here. Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. And we have miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So what I'm getting from this message here, and this top card is calling out to me. Oh my goodness. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. And might as well take the one from the bottom too, which would have been the top. I had the cards like upside down. Great adventure. Take a risk. Take a risk. Venture forward. So, what I'm seeing here is that this message is telling us that whatever it is that we are currently focused on, someone has reached a point where there's a brick wall. As you can see in this image, there's a squirrel here, and there's a wall. This path is leading to a wall, and it's advising us that whatever it is that we are currently focusing on, if we have reached a point where it looks like we can't move forward or something is in the way, that is because we are being led in a different direction, and we need to redirect our focus. So say if you're focused on your finances, but you need to be focused on your relationships, you may have found yourself hitting a brick wall when it comes to your finances. Or vice versa, if you're focused on relationships, but you need to be focusing on your finances, and you've hit a brick wall in your relationships where things are not elevating, things are not growing, your plans that you had for those relationships are not coming to fruition, or just not at this point, you're being advised to place your focus elsewhere. Place your energy and your intention elsewhere. And once you once you do that, once you have identified what it is that you need to redirect your focus to, you want to focus on clearing the past so that you can heal the present with rejuvenating rain. I guarantee you this message is telling you need to connect with the element of water. As you can see here, this lady is dipping her hand into this water. She's near a waterfall. And what it's saying is some of us are so focused on something that is not in our best interest, something that is not fruitful for us at this time. And it's because we need to clear our past so that we can heal the present. Once you clear the things that are in your past, be it your immediate past, something from a past life. I know I've been looking into past life regression, things so that I'm more aware of things that are within my DNA that are possibly keeping me from moving forward and keeping me at a point where I'm hitting a brick wall, where I feel like I've gone as far as I can go. I am looking to find ways to put my emphasis and my attention on those types of things so that I can better move forward. So I really feel that is the collective energy at this time, that we all are needing to just clear our past. If there are skeletons in your closet that need to be brought out and released, if there are things deep within you from your past that need to brought up and be healed, that is where you need to put your focus. So as you move into the future, you're better prepared for a great adventure where you can take a risk and venture forward and expect miracles because you've made room for them. God's not going to deliver things to you that you can't be a good steward of. He's not going to put anything else in your hand, in your bag, that you can't carry. If you're holding on to a bunch of stuff and you don't have room for more, you're not going to get more. And so we're being asked to redirect our focus and focus more on clearing out those things and healing those things that we have been holding on to, that have been weighing us down, so that we can take a leap of faith, take a risk, and head in a new direction and expect miracles to come of taking that leap of faith. You know, they say when you make one step, God will make two. And so if you're wanting God to make moves on your behalf in the form of miracles, you're needing to do your part. And doing your part looks like redirecting, clearing the past, taking a risk, and living a life of expectancy. When you know you've done your part, you can expect great things to come in return because you have invested in yourself. You know God gonna come on through with the blessings. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and read the messages from each of the cards. And I'm going to do it in the order that I read the cards because that's really how they stood out to me. I'm trying to get my mojo back, y'all. That nap took me out. I was in a damn sunken place. So it says, impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Turning back isn't necessarily a failure. Sometimes it's the wisest thing you can do. If there's an area in your life where there's an impasse, the universe is telling you to use this as a time to reflect and redirect your energy in another way. Wisdom is knowing when to back down, turn around, and then let it go. There are times in life to break through barriers, and there are times to change direction. There's an area in your life regarding relationships, business, finances, health, or your life path that needs to be evaluated. Perhaps a new route is needed. If you reach an impasse in life, is that word impasse or impasse? Baby, I just done made it French. If you reach an impasse, I think it's impasse, trying to be extra in life instead of protesting that it's unfair or unwarranted, change your course. Do it quickly and easily Instead of focusing on what's not working, focusing on what can work and what steps are needed to create a different outcome. This is the sign of a sage. The wise one views an obstacle, and if it's impassable, he immediately steps back and gives a different way. Therein dwells the sage's success. Whatever the obstacle in your life, you have learned what you needed to learn. Now back away and choose a different path. If there's something that you're doing that is not working out for you, that is not ideal, it don't sit right in your soul, or you feel like you've come to the end of the road with that thing, it has reached its expiration date, switch your focus. Change it up. Go a different route. That may not be for you, or you may have gotten all you can get out of that situation. So the next message was, rejuvenating rain. Damn. Clear the past, heal the present. Physical and emotional healing is occurring. There's a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even a release of past life limitations is happening. I told y'all. When you clearing the past, it goes beyond your past in this lifetime. You want to look into your past in terms of your past life and what karma or wounds may be within you from then. Because we tend to have such a limited knowledge of what our journey looks like. But there's why there's been such an uprising of healers and light workers and people bringing forth messages of a more metaphysical nature, because life goes beyond what we see in this realm. All is forgiven. Absolve yourself. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. In order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve and support you. It can also indicate clutter clearing. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it and allow the cleansing metaphoric energy of the rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to go on a cleansing fast to clear out your body, while old emotions and challenges are clearing out of your energetic field. Use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower. Swim in the sea. Run in the rain. So this card is also urging us to not only make sure that we are detoxing and clearing our physical body, but also our emotional body. Our not only our physical body, but yes, our emotional body and also our energetic body. Our energetic health is so important, but it is so often looked over. And we wonder why we're walking around, we're moody, we're all over the place emotionally. And we're having ailments in our bodies that we can't even explain because we are not taking the time out to nurture our energetic field, our energetic body. That is absolutely a proponent of self-care, to take care of your energetic body, be it through saging, meditating, salt baths, distancing yourself from people who are not good for your energy, being mindful of the food you eat and how it affects your energy. That's why I was saying it may have been something that I ate that put me down the way it did for my nap, but whatever the case, something wiped me out. I couldn't move another muscle. The only thing I could do was plop down in the bed, and I think I slept for maybe 3.5, 4 hours. And the day is almost gone. But that is just an example of why it's so important that we are taking care of ourselves emotionally, and that we are not holding on to old baggage or old habits, old ways that are keeping us from moving forward, which is very much in alignment with the message of empaths, because those are the things that will keep you stagnant, keep you from being able to move forward, keep you from being able to get on the other side of that wall. But notice, it's not telling you to climb the wall. It's telling you to turn around and do something different. Go back in order to go forward, which is the message here, which says clear the past so that you can heal the present. Notice it doesn't really say anything about the future. Not yet. Not until we get into these other two cards. The other two cards that we're about to get into are more future-oriented messages. But as of right now, what you need to do is reflect, redirect, and it's telling you to reflect and redirect your energy. Whatever it is that you are putting your energy into. Whatever you are subjecting your energy to. Whether it is TV shows or whatever. If it's not feeding your soul, if it's not feeding you energetically, you want to be mindful of that and let that go. And you also want to be using the element of water, be it through baths, showers, being intentional about drinking water to clear and cleanse your energy and your emotional be mindful of your emotional health. There are a lot of us who have reached a brick wall in our lives because we have not forgiven people. So this card, Rejuvenating Rain, is speaking to that also. There are some people in our lives who we need to forgive so that we can move forward lighter, so that we can move forward free with the space to welcome in the miracles that God is trying to perform in our lives. But if we don't have room for it, he doesn't have room to perform them. And God can do all things, but it's only right that we do our part. So make sure that you are doing the work to clear your past, be it from people you need to forgive, holding on to things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. If you got stuff just sitting around your house collecting dust and you know you don't use it, let that go. Make space. Make space for the newness that God is trying to bring into your life. And also take a risk. With Great Adventure, I know I personally am being called to get out of the stagnant energy that I have been in, and to take a risk and venture forward into the unknown. As you can see on this card, you have some guys on the ship and they are sailing forward and don't look like they know where they're going, but they out here. They trust in God to lead them in the right direction. And anytime you see water in an image, it is representing emotion. So they are sailing on the calm waters of their emotions because they've done the work. They've healed themselves emotionally. They've started to heal themselves emotionally in a way that they're now able to set out in a new direction. So let's see. One thing about it, most of the time when you go on an adventure, when you hear of adventures, be it in TV, cartoons, whatever the case, it's not about going back to some place you've already been, some place you're already familiar with. It's about doing something new, a new thing. At the end of your life, you are more likely to regret the things you didn't do than the things you did do. Take risks. Not every risk enables success, but if you don't try, you'll never know what remarkable experiences were available to you. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you'll discover new talents and abilities. Playing safe, in the long run, is no safer than venturing forth with glee. To quote Helen Keller, life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Hoist your sails, catch the trade winds of adventure, and enter the open seas. Explore new ports of call. It's easy to stay safe in the harbor, but that's not where the juice of life is. When you sail the open seas without knowing what the day will bring, life force energy is activated within you. There are no guarantees when you take a risk. Be willing to go out on a limb. That's where the best fruit is. When you push yourself beyond your personal boundaries, life is so much more fulfilling. And that is so true. We have got to stop settling for and looking for the low-hanging fruit just because it's easy to get, because we are familiar with it. It's within our mind's eye, within our physical reach, and it does not require us to stretch ourselves in any way. That is not the best that God has to offer. It's not the best that life has to offer. You want to put forth the work to get the fruit that is up top, because that is the fruit that has the most nourishment. That is what's best for you. That is what's going to feed your soul. The low-hanging fruit, any and everybody can reach that. Nobody wants what everybody can have. So if you want something more exclusive, a more exclusive experience, then you need to put in the work. And I don't mean to say you as in as if I'm coming from a egotistical place and this message is not for me, because trust me, these readings a lot of times are just a message for me that you all are privy to in case it's something that resonates with you also. We all need to be reaching for the sky. We need to be not settling for, not reaching for, not putting our effort towards having the low-hanging fruit, but knowing that we are worthy of all that God says that we can have, and that we have to put in the work in order to get it. And a lot of times the work is not even something physical. It's the mental knowing and believing that we can have it. It's the manifesting within our minds and our spirits that we are worthy of it and that it will come to fruition. And I think for a lot of us, we are ancestrally programmed to think that we are not. We are ancestrally programmed to live in poverty consciousness, therefore keeping us from experiencing great adventures in our lives. That is a generational curse. Can't talk. That is a generational curse that I intentionally seek to break within my family. Just that staying within the quarters of safety, doing what's safe and not venturing out into this world and exploring the world, because God is so wonderful and magnificent that he's created so many different things, places, and experiences for us to enjoy, and we are limiting ourselves because we're not expecting miracles in our lives. We're not expecting that we can have more than we already have. So I just want to encourage you guys to step out on faith and seek those great adventures in your life. And also, last but not least, expect miracles. As you can see here, this gentleman, he has his lantern. He's standing outside under the energy of the moon and the stars, and he has his eyes closed. So that shows that he has faith that whatever wish he's made is going to come to fruition, and he doesn't have to have his eye on it to believe that it's going to come to fruition, because he's believing that God is who he says he is, and that God can do all that God says he can do. So expect the wonders to emerge. That is so important as we move forward, because we're living in a day and time where we don't know what's to come and it's not looking good, but we have to have faith that everything is going to be just fine, and that God is going to work miracles not only in our lives but for us as a human race. It says, just around the bend, a miracle is waiting to happen. Release fear and uncertainty, and majestic wonders wait to unfold for you. Watch for them and embrace them. Some come in an unlikely form. Trust that all is unfolding for your highest good. Expect miracles in your life. What is expected tends to be realized. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish them when they appear, no matter how small they may seem. What others see as ordinary, the sacred traveler sees as wondrous. Look at your life in a new way. Let go of fear and expectations, and allow the Creator to solve your challenges in mysterious and wondrous ways. Don't limit the way you think miracles can appear in your life. All is well. So this card is really telling us to let go of those fears that are keeping us from bringing things into fruition, that are keeping us from attracting that we want, because we can want something in our lives but feel deep down in our mind, body, and soul that we can't have it, that we aren't in alignment with it, and we'll never be in alignment with it until we believe that we can have that thing. And once you believe that you can have it, be it that relationship, that bank account, that sense of security, that self-esteem, that healing, once we believe that we can have it, we can start moving more in the direction of bringing that into fruition in our lives, and God will send you the resources and turn that thing around. So I pray that this message has found you all well. I pray that as you move throughout the week, if you find yourself coming to an impasse, that you will remember to clear the past and heal the present with rejuvenating rain, that you will seek great adventure and be open to great adventure in your life and expect miracles. So with that being said, y'all have a good week. I got some things to do, especially since I done slept damn near half